So many of you might have heard about Matt Fitzpatrick and how he has kept records of every single shot he has hit his entire golfing career. But there's something else that Matt's known for, and it's how he chips the golf ball. And a lot of people have caught on to the fact that when Matt chips the golf ball, he actually tends to play with his hands crossed, meaning that he has his left hand low and his right hand high, which is the opposite of a traditional methodology. But what I want to talk about in this video is how not only is cross-handed chipping maybe not the worst thing to try this winter, but also how we can use cross-handed grips to create some very good feels in our full swing as well. So make sure to watch this video to learn how changing your reel might change your feel. So I heard this amazing clip with Pete Cowan, who in my opinion tends to be one of the best golf coaches that's ever been in the industry. And I've always really respected what Pete had to say. And one thing that Pete was talking about in a short video was he was talking about Matthew Fitzpatrick actually chipping cross-handed. And they were asking whether it was a good thing or a bad thing. And Mr. Cowan actually went as far to say is he thinks that eventually everybody will be chipping this way. It's just a new methodology. And the reason he feels that way makes a lot of sense to me, because when we chip with our hands crossed, what tends to happen is we tend to really keep the forward shaft lean in play. And what that's going to allow for us to do is to control the amount of loft we deliver to the ball, which is going to give us a consistent distance control with how far the ball goes. So we see that that really does a nice job, and it prevents us from wanting to do the dreaded flip when we're chipping and pitching the golf ball. So I definitely agree with Pete that when we change and cross the hands, we can have a lot of success with that motion. And I think Matt Fitzpatrick also is a testament to that methodology working very well for him. So how can we take what we've seen Matt have success with in his short game and apply that to our full swing? So one of the biggest issues we tend to see with the backswing and loading the body during the backswing is that we tend to get people moving out of sequence. And the reason they tend to move out of sequence is because if we think about it, we know that the first point that the trail arm is connected to the body is our sternoclavicular joint, and then we have our shoulder, our elbow, and our wrist, and we could simply number those 1, 2, 3, 4. So when we see the movement, we want to see one move first, then 2, then 3, then 4. And that would be the order that the arm kind of moves in. But when people have a lot of issues with the backswing and getting it on plane and or getting the body loaded, what we tend to see is they take 4 down here at the wrist and they move it first before they even think about moving 1. And now we're moving the cart before the horse, and we tend to have a lot of issues. So where Matt Fitzpatrick's cross-handed chipping could really help, and what Mr. Cowan alluded to, is that by going cross-handed with our grip, when I take this golf club back, we're going to see that that really creates a nice tight backswing and gets the golf club into a really nice position, which we can see from down the line, and creates a lot of nice angles for us. So now we're able to really get that pressure into the trail foot and get the body to load without getting the arms too high and excessive wrist angles. The thing that's also really good about this is that when we try to maintain the feeling, we can see that that really works the club back in front of the body, which is going to allow for us to do some really nice things when it comes to the delivery and moving the pressure to the left. So this does a lot of nice things in order to get us the correct feels that we're looking for when we're practicing. So of course, I think we should be making full swings with more of a traditional grip. I'm not sure yet that I'm ready to recommend the cross-handed grip, but if we're going to just kind of get some feels, we can kind of use this to make some backswings and get a good feel for that. And then we can go ahead and put our hands back to more traditional and go ahead and try to recreate that same feel. And that does a lot of nice things for me in terms of helping me understand where I need the arms to be relative to the body during the golf swing. So while I wouldn't recommend that most average golfers detail every shot in detail, what I would recommend is that maybe we could take something from Matt's chipping and apply it to our full swing to help us develop the feels necessary to make the change we're trying to make in our golf swing. So if you feel like this is something that's helpful for you or something that you have questions about, please let us know down below in the comments section, and we'll be sure to get back to you. And if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe to this channel as well. If you're interested in working with me and getting more of this information applied to your own golf game, you can find me by searching Michael Dutro on the Skillest app. So thanks so much again, and until next time, keep grinding.